Hi, my name is Claudio Recchilungo. I'm a senior on the men's rowing team, and this is Wingin It. I picked St. Joseph's because as a part of my childhood, my grandfather, my mother, my uncle, and my aunt, they all went to St. Joe's. So being third generation Hawk is a pretty cool part of my family. I've always been around and accustomed to my childhood. And in addition, it provided me an opportunity to continue my rowing career, in addition to pursue a major in business. And kind of all the factors tied together in St. Joe's was a good choice for me. So I'm a big Philadelphia sports fan. Love the Philadelphia Eagles, Sixers, the Flyers, and the Phillies. And I had the pleasure this year watching the Philadelphia Eagles win their first Super Bowl, which was awesome. Probably when I was a kid, my favorite sports athlete was Chase Utley. I used to just watch him play every day. He was an awesome player and a person, especially his World Series speech. I'll never forget that. And today, you know, continuing the tradition of like the Philly sports teams, I really like Carson Wentz. He's a good guy. Brandon Graham was actually a player I really liked on the Philadelphia Eagles because, you know, everyone's doubted him, no one trusted him in the beginning, and he kind of put a lot of work in and became a crucial part of the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl win. So. Today I drive a 2006 Honda Pilot, and I'm pretty content with driving that now. But me and my roommates, we usually joke about we're a minivan house. So one day I'd like to have a sweet minivan with, you know, like the kind of the pop-down TV, get all the cartoons or movies on there, sweet surround sound, you know, a lot of space and leg room. So a minivan would be sweet. Living in Manayunk this past year and basically being part of St. Joe's over the past 4 years, I really liked Deke's Barbecue. I don't know if you heard them, but they're located in Manayunk, kind of right outside Main Street. They have this thing called, they used to have an on-site restaurant where you could get all-you-can-eat buffet for $12, which was awesome, like all the barbecue you want. But they have a takeout place, and they have this thing called the Fat Dude, which is it's a brisket sandwich with like sausage on it. It's on a potato roll, and you get a side of wedges and coleslaw. It's pretty filling and it's very delicious. My favorite movie is Friday Night Lights, the movie. I think it's way better than the TV show to begin with. It tells a story about a Texas football team in 1988 and how they are treated like NFL stars down in Texas where football is life. So basically the first game they lose their star player, Boobie Miles, and everyone's kind of doubting them, thinking the season is over, but they end up using a lot of perseverance, trust in each other, and hard work to make it to the 5A state final, and they come up short against this Dallas Carter team, which is basically like a huge NFL powerhouse team. They had like 9 kids go in Division I, but I can kind of relate to that movie a lot, especially like loving to watch football and loving college athletics, and I kind of grew up watching that movie like every Friday night, which is kind of fitting. I've always wanted to go to Rome, Italy, or kind of the country Italy at all, mostly because I'm 100% Italian, so had to go back to the homeland, see my heritage. I still have a lot of family there. In addition, the city of Rome has always been something I want to see, especially the Colosseum, watching the movie Gladiator, great movie, learning about, you know, all the historical facts and kind of the Roman Empire kind of intrigues me a lot. Best advice I ever received from my dad was told me to differentiate myself from others, whether that be in school, you're applying for a job, or in sports, and I've kind of used that throughout high school and throughout college to better myself and put myself in a better position that allows me to succeed and thrive. I don't think I have a single memory. I think being part of the rowing team throughout the 4 years I've been here has been one of the best memories I've had so far. Last year in our Varsity 8 boat was a great time. Every race we went through in the spring, it was a thrill ride. We would trade races with Drexel, and it would be like neck and neck, and it was just who would win this next race. So I feel like the time I spent in that boat was probably the peak memory I have, but you know, training with 40 plus guys and girl coxswains just becomes like a good memory I have in my mind, and I can never forget that for the rest of my life. So I really see myself moving into the commercial real estate industry. I have a commercial real estate minor, or real estate finance minor here. The classes I love to take here, they kind of provided me interest in the industry since my sophomore year. So I see myself somewhere along the field of real estate, hopefully being successful in the industry. In addition, I also see myself connecting back to the St. Joe's University rowing team, staying in touch, staying in touch with people, especially the senior class, my friends I've met over here, kind of taking that next step past college, but still keeping in contact with everything that I've built here and every person that I've met. Being a student athlete at St. Joe's has, I think, put me into the position I am today. It's created me the way I am. A lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of early mornings, especially in rowing. But it really taught me to persevere. I think that's a good word to use. Whether you have to put your academics before your athletics, and that's priority when it comes to you're taking classes, you have study for tests, projects. But the thing that rowing taught me in relationship to academics is how to work very well with others. You know, rowing is an ultimate team sport. You're in the boat with 8 guys and a coxswain. You learn how to connect with each other to drive yourself to a common goal. And I think I can tie that into athletics. I think I can tie that into academics. And it really has put me in the position I am today, being able to graduate from St. Joe's and become the best person I am. Tune in next time when we'll have a member of the women's tennis team on Wingin' It.